Alrighty, let's get after it. 6/13/2025, 4:07 p.m.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. That's probably why my day went so poorly. I had just like a really shitty day at work. It was like anything that could go wrong went wrong.
I didn't have. Thank God I didn't have that. It was just crazy busy.
I had that.
It was a fucking nightmare though.
It's fine though. Figured it out. I think I'm just gonna get like an S tattooed on my chest at this point. So I got to be Superman every day.
Don't break your arm patting yourself on the back, dude.
Someone's got to do it. Granted, my foreman did come out and help me, but when he's not there, I have to figure it out because the guy who I'm working with just stands there and literally looks like.
We got one of those.
Yeah, and like he like sits and like leans in. It's pretty funny because my foreman like all the time. He's like, "Is that wall gonna fall over?" Because he's like leaning. He's like, "Is that gonna fall over?" He's like, "Oh my god, thank you for holding that up." It's actually pretty funny.
What's the guy's name? Is it by chance? I wonder the same guy that I work with.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's.
Is his name Nathan?
No, it's not. Unfortunately.
Damn.
But yeah. Anyways, that's that. Obviously, what you guys actually can't see. Kyle, stand up for him. Show him the shirt. Show him the shirt.
Yep.
So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kyle went to on Wednesday. He went to Game 3. So.
That was fucking incredible.
Tell the people how was it?
Oh, it was absolutely incredible. Legitimately, that was so. It was a very fun day.
I'm sure the atmosphere, just in general, is probably like a playoff atmosphere. No matter what, is always cool.
Yeah, playoffs, especially, it's kind of funny, so I'll get into that. But, yeah, we started off, we got down there early. We got down there, I don't know, around...
Sorry for the squeak.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on? This thing's, like, super loose all of a sudden.
Just need some WD-40 or something.
Yeah. We got down there super early, went to Sun King Brewery, and ended up staying there for a couple hours to kill some time, just pound some beers.
Sure.
Then we went and parked pretty early, waited right outside, and I don't know, we waited like 5-10 minutes to go in, went straight in, and just like the setup, walking around was so sick. All like they had like just balloons covering the whole ceiling, all this shit. It was dope. ESPN, like their studio setup was right there in like the main lobby.
Nice.
We made a lap around the place, and then went and got in the merch line, which was 200 feet long, and that was fine. That actually went relatively fast, but then we went in, and then it was like 45 minutes we stood in line to pay.
Damn.
Yeah, it was stupid. But I didn't even buy myself any merch. I got something for someone else, someone special. He'll find out soon enough.
Nice. I hope you're excited.
Yeah, it could be you. You never know.
It could be.
But yeah, the game itself, I mean, so like we were just saying, like you didn't watch it.
Yeah, I watched like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and that's like when I'm at home and I've been watching these games for the last, I don't know, a couple weeks now, month and a half or so, however long the playoffs have been going on.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, especially as somebody who never followed basketball up until the recent few years, I've like slowly watched it more and more.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch for more than like a few minutes at a time, I guess, because it's like also the pace of the game is just like with the timeouts, with the constant whistles for fouls.
Yep.
It feels like there's a commercial every 30 seconds. It sucks. It's hard to, and I'm on my phone the entire time.
Yeah.
I just sit on my phone with it on in the background.
It's kind of like the equivalent of like golf. It's just like a background noise thing.
Or even baseball for most people,
Yeah.
like who watch it at home. Like a lot of people just sit on their phone anyways.
Yeah. It's definitely tough because like you said, I mean, people make the argument too. They're like, well, in the NFL, there's always flags. I'm like, yeah, but those like move pretty quickly. Like they get through it. Okay. Say we've had like 12 penalty games where there are a lot of penalties, but for the most part, it goes pretty quick. They're sitting there. They're like, okay, whatever. It's like unsportsmanlike conduct or whatever, just throwing like a random penalty out there. It's like 15-yard penalty, third down. It's like, all right, let's get it.
There's been NFL games where there legitimately has only been like 3 or 4 flags in an entire game. And basketball, has that ever happened where there's only been 3 or 4 whistles in an entire game?
I'm sure there probably has been, but it was probably like in 1964.
Yeah, like legitimately. It makes it hard to watch. But as a whole, live, dude, totally different.
Oh, I
know.
imagine, 100%.
Obviously, the atmosphere is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was the NBA Finals. I'm like, that place, and so far, everyone that I've heard and seen on Twitter and shit talking about that game was saying, like, literally that was the loudest, like, one of the loudest places they've ever heard, and the, like, highest energy crowds ever.
It's awesome. I mean, that's cool, though.
And it definitely was. Because in my head, like, that's one thing that I, like, soaked up a lot about the difference between, I mean, again, I'm loosely comparing because I'm saying a basketball game, but my only basketball game is a finals game. So it's, skewed stats. But the one thing that I noticed was, like, you go to a baseball game, it's kind of like until there's, like, a 3-2 count, 2 outs, then the crowd kind of, like, stands up and gets, like, ready. Football, big moments, like about to be a touchdown, something like that.
Or like seeing someone run down the field, like like a runaway TD. It's just like
runaway TD. Everyone stands, and then everyone sits right back down.
Yeah,
we stood for probably 45 minutes out of the 48.
It's also like I would imagine just because for the Pacers, I mean they've been not very relevant for a while, and it just means more.
Yeah, I think that
it means a lot more.
Yeah, the game itself, the magnitude of the game is obviously helps that, but there's
a lot of bandwagon fans coming out of the woods for sure.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't even a shot at you.
No, I know.
Just a stray. You just caught the stray, unfortunately. But no, yeah. I mean, it's definitely that's awesome though. I mean, imagine is super electric. It's just a different feeling. I mean, I've never been to a playoff game. I would like to go into any sport. I just you just hear all the time it's like playoff atmospheres are just different.
It is absolutely different. I've been to playoff Cubs games, I've been to playoff Hawks games, and I've been now to a playoff basketball game. So, yeah, the atmosphere is 100% different. It was fucking wild how many people were just screaming their heads off and like the energy. It was something else.
No, yeah,
dude.
That's awesome.
And the Pacers played a great fucking game. I mean, it was a great game. Back and forth there for a little while, and then at the fourth quarter, Pacers pull away with it. Dude, Halliburton hitting some big shots. Obi Toppin getting the dunk. I mean, Mathurin dropping 27 points. No one was expecting that.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, Benedict Mathurin. It was crazy. It was seriously like...
No, that's awesome. That's like when you need your... I don't know if he's a starter, but you guys coming off the bench, you need those kinds of things.
And that's why the Pacers have had success. I know we've talked about that. And, man, It was so, and I will say, too, extremely entertaining. Now, I think it is also, too, I'm going to be partisan to that because, or biased, because I'm watching literally the two best teams in basketball as of right now.
Yeah.
So, looking at the product on the court, like I didn't check my phone one fucking time. I didn't have any interest in looking at my phone. I didn't even watch, like, we were 3 rows from the top of the stadium,
Yeah, Stephanie said you guys were like high up.
Yeah, we were way up there. You could still see everything fine because it's a small place, but looking at the Jumbotron would definitely be the easier move.
Mm.
I was just solely focused on the court.
Yeah.
And staring at that the entire game, and it was like so... It was enthralling to watch what was going on. I'm like, this is so fucking cool.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
That is awesome.
And I upset some young boys, some young little boys in the bathroom. They're not actually young little boys, but I upset these fucking guys who acted like young little boys. And we're all taking a piss. It was like right after, it's like sometime in the third quarter. Something big just happened. I can't remember what. And they came in there and they were like, yeah, how about them Pacers? Blah, blah. Like everyone's kind of like chattering. Some guy's like, dude, this is such a great game. Like, God damn, this has been such an awesome game. I'm like, yep, it's my first game ever. And then like they got pissed. People actually got pissed. They were like, first fucking game and you come to a finals game? I'm like, just standing there, like, finishing up my piss, and some other guy's like, that's the fucking craziest statement I ever heard in my life. And then they just all start, like, chirping to each other, and I'm like, all right, you fucking losers, I'll see you later. Like, I'm like, what are you pissed about? What are you talking about? I think that everyone else that I've told is, like, that's a pretty insane thing. Like, yeah, talk about the best time to go to your first game ever would be like, yeah, go to the fucking, see the best 2 possible teams you can in the best atmosphere possible.
It's odd.
It is odd,
weird,
but I did think about it after it happened, and I kind of understand it. Maybe a little. I think they were still acting like a bunch of bitches. I thought maybe I was in the women's bathroom on accident. But, yeah, I'm like, if I was around someone that was maybe at a Cubs World Series game, and they're like, I've never even been to a fucking baseball. I've never been to a baseball game. This is my first one. And it's like, you're here as a Cubs fan. You've never even been. Your first game's a World Series game, and you've never even come to fucking Wrigley Field. Like, what are we talking about?
I get that.
It would come off like really crazy to hear someone say that. But the one guy who got pissed, I'm like, what, fuck off. Like,
I definitely heard, like, I get what you're saying, yeah. But, I mean, honestly, something just the thing, though. Like, I've met people that are, like you said, like, one person in specific, like, they are a big Cubs fan, but, like, I've just never been to a game. They're like, sometimes it just doesn't work out, or, I don't know, the fact that maybe they just don't have the money to go to a game because they're ridiculous. Sporting events are ridiculously expensive.
Which would be even crazier that their only game that they could afford was a finals game.
Well, I've never been to the 500, and the only time I've ever been
That's true.
Like a police escort in a suite, like all inclusive.
It's funny because it's like, I mean, you know, depending on your job and your situation, I'm like grateful enough to the position I'm in that I could afford it.
Yeah.
Because like multiple people were like asking, like, I thought you like went through your like job or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I just bought like AJ asked. He's like, how did you go? I'm like, I just bought tickets. I have money. That's what I make money for.
Tickets.
Yeah. Like it's that easy. Like it's kind of like when people are like, you know, obsessed with the idea of like, oh my God, they travel so much, or like, how do you do that concert? How'd you go to? It's like, because I spend I
worked for it.
Yeah, I'm working for a reason. I work to earn money so I could do shit I want to do.
Yeah. No, 100%.
So, yeah, it was phenomenal. Just as phenomenal as last night's Stanley Cup playoff game.
So,
wow.
It's funny you mentioned that because one of my friends like threw it in the group chat. All my friends are like pretty into hockey. I'm like one of three that really just don't care about the sport that much.
I'm going to take a stab at this and say you didn't watch the game last night either.
No, not at all. No.
All right.
Well, it starts also like what? It started like at 8 o'clock or something?
No, it started at 7:30.
Okay, well, either way. I wasn't home yet. I was driving home at that point. But, you know, I go to bed at like 8:30, dude. I don't have time to stay up for that. Especially if I don't really care.
Yeah. Ooh, there it is.
There it is.
There's the tummy rumble.
The first rumble.
Yeah, it's been almost 24 hours since I've eaten anything, and yeah, it's starting to show its effects.
Yeah. But one of my friends, like, yeah, he jumps in the group chat and he's like, when the Panthers first scored, or when the Panthers basically went on the run, he's like, Panthers called it.
That's what I thought too. Everybody thought that.
And then obviously we see the outcome. I did look up the box score, guys. So I did, you know, pay some sort of attention to it this morning. I was like, oh, let's just see how it went. Well, I saw that it was an exhilarating game.
Dude, it was insane. Like, absolutely insane. The Panthers dominated so fucking hard in the first period that it was like it wasn't even just that it was like, oh, they scored 3 times. They had 17 shots on goal in the first period. Like,
it's a lot.
Three goals on 17 shots in the first period. It was like, oh, they're going to end this game with 50 shots on goal. And at that rate, they're going to have 10 fucking goals. Like, it was crazy. Kind of like I said, Stuart Skinner being questionable. Can't really fully blame him because Edmonton was just non-existent defensively in the first period of that game. I mean, it was embarrassing, dude. Florida was doing whatever they wanted. And then the second period came around, and it literally completely flipped. It was 3-0 Florida. And the second period comes around, Florida looked like how Edmonton did. Just lazy, missing passes, just looked terrible, took a couple penalties, and you can't do that with Edmonton. And Edmonton had replaced their goalie. They took Skinner out at the end of the first period there and put in, I am drawing a blank on his name, Jesus, Pickard. And that gave like a brand new life to the Oilers. They came out looking like they were fucking fresh game one, and they just lit it up, and they put up 4 goals. Like,
that's awesome.
It was stupid.
It
was
awesome.
So stupid. And then it's like going through the third period, it was same shit. Like, Panthers really couldn't get it going. They kind of picked the pace back up. And then right at the end, typical, like 20 seconds to go, they score and tie it. And I was watching the whole thing and I was dozing off like in the third period because I had a long ass day. We ended up staying the night in Carmel after the game. I was supposed to drive home after the finals game.
Yeah.
But we were in the third quarter, and I'm like, man, like, been drinking some beers. I'm like, I'm having fucking fun. Like, this is way too much fun. I want to keep drinking beer. Let's just fucking get a hotel. So we stayed the night in Carmel, but I had my aunt's memorial yesterday at 10, and then Stephanie had a meeting at 10, so we had to leave the hotel by 7 a.m. So I drove 2 hours home yesterday, came home, showered, went, picked my brother up, went to a memorial service, and was there till like 3 o'clock. It was a long couple days.
Yeah.
So I was extremely tired, and I'm like, man, if this game goes to fucking overtime, I'm gonna be so mad because I don't think I could stay up for it. And sure enough, they scored 20 seconds ago, and I was like, motherfucker, dude, I'm like, I can't do it. So I did. I turned it off, and I missed the overtime goal by Draisaitl. But yeah, that was a crazy ass game. It was awesome. It has been phenomenal. The sports that have been like sports this year in particular across basketball, hockey, and baseball,
Yeah, it's been
have
fun.
been phenomenal.
Yeah, it's been great. Honestly,
What is the NFL gonna do?
So far, it's been a great year for sports. I think hopefully the NFL is like,
Bro, the Bears are gonna win 13 games.
that's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, hopefully, like,
Like,
you know, the tides shift, and it's just like all these teams that everyone in the NFL is going to be relevant. Basically, there's going to be
it feels that way.
There's going to be no dog shit teams. There's like every week is like, dude, this could go either way.
Yeah,
like, there won't be any teams that are like, these are the upper echelon of teams. These are like the sacred ones, and then everyone else is just like, then you got like your average teams, like, you know, could be decent. Then like the ass, like there will be no ass category. Everyone's like pretty solid, and then hopefully everyone's just like one. Like I just hope the NFL is like really good, just all across the board.
That to me, that's how I felt like the last few years have been. Now, granted, you had like the Panthers doing what they did, and then you had the fucking who was really terrible last year, like Jacksonville. That's who it was that shit the bed.
Yeah.
You're always gonna have like one really bad team, but that I felt like throughout the last few years of football, there has been an interesting mix of like different teams starting to kind of have their like comeuppance finally.
Yeah.
Like in Jacksonville was a team that should have been way better last year. Who knows what happened there?
That it just fell apart.
Yeah,
it was so bad. The wheels fell off, and they just couldn't get them back on.
Yeah, I think they set the wheels on there, and they didn't even fucking tighten the lug nut.
They forgot that. They forgot the lug nuts.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like this year it's like a coin toss, like you said. There at the start of the year, there is that upper echelon of teams. They're automatically going to be there. Like, you're going to have to look at the Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, Philly.
Not even
even Detroit.
Philly started slow last year.
I don't think they started that crazy slow.
They started 2-2.
Oh, yeah, I guess that. Yeah,
remember there was like talks like
that's right.
Nick Sirianni is going to get fired.
That's true. At that time, that was the same time when people thought the Saints were going to go crazy because they scored 40 points back to back.
That's actually what I was about to say. Talking about our metaphor, they are the team, the epitome of they put the wheels on, and then forgot to tighten the lug nuts because after week 2 the wheels fell off.
Absolutely, that was an insane collapse, like so fast.
Yeah, it was great. It was just like everyone's like, dude, the Saints are here to play, and they're just like, no.
That was like that shit collapsed like the deep sea submarine, dude.
Yeah.
Just imploded in a matter of a millisecond.
Dude, speaking of the Saints, I know since we're on this topic, your boy, obviously, ML football got community noted.
Oh, thank God.
So it says wild, all caps.
Yeah.
Saints rookie quarterback Tyler Shaw, how you say the last name, I believe, is the last NFL player to be drafted after being born in the 19th century.
I did see the community.
Tyler Shaw, the final QB of the 19th century. Community notes, this is false information. The 19th century was 124 years ago. Tyler Shaw was born in the 20th century.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so rumor has it Tyler Shaw fought in the Civil War. Let's see. Someone put this picture. Let's see. You ain't making money off of this one, bucko.
Yeah, dude. People couldn't wait to cook this motherfucker. Finally, like,
dude's literally ancient. He must be Captain America. Yeah, it was good stuff. Honestly, great.
Yeah, you love to see the fucking community notes finally get that person, because that is the biggest problem is they do tweet enough shit, but they don't They never tweet like what they think is a fact. They always make it like the slightest like opinion based thing.
Yeah.
Where you can't like act for a community note on it.
They're just, I think, like they truly are just like putting out posts just to piss you off. Like they actually
100%.
know who you are and they have a vendetta against you.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
It seems that way. You. And there are tens and tens of thousands of us being ruled by these two morons on a daily basis, legitimately.
There's so many middle schoolers out there that are like running around talking to their friends, fucking false information.
Yeah.
Because like that's who's falling for it. Like, there's middle schoolers like they got on like I don't know, they're wearing like basketball shorts and dry fit shit and curly hair. And they're sitting there like, dude, look at this. This guy is like, isn't this a crazy stat? And they're like, yeah, dude, it's nuts. And like talking to their dads and stuff like that, trying to talk ball. And their dad's probably like, what the fuck are you saying, you idiot?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, that is exactly who is going around saying the shit like that they see on ML football and what's his face, Dov Kleiman.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's the yikes. But since we're staying on the topic of football, just did you see the news with Antonio Brown?
Yes, I did.
So
that has to do with when he got jumped. So that's when that's from.
Yeah.
When he got jumped at the boxing event that was hosted by like Aiden Ross, and they tried to rob his chains and all that shit outside. When he ran away, I had mentioned this, that when he had ran away, he fired off a couple rounds.
Yeah.
And the police arrested him that night. And then after hearing his side of the story, let him go. So I don't know.
But now
why
apparently
this
he's
is
wanted.
Now. Yeah, I don't know why now all of a sudden he's going to get charged with attempted murder. And
I mean, I don't know.
Why would the police let him go? Because like, why wouldn't cops right then on the spot be like, oh, well, this is easily an attempted murder charge.
Yeah,
we can't let you go.
Understand.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't understand the situation as a whole. It is very odd. But hey, shout out Antonio Brown for being Antonio Brown and just doing crazy shit.
I mean, yeah, it kind of fits the bill.
Yeah, he's he's kind of, I don't know. He's out there, I guess we could say. Antonio Brown has been on a generational run ever since he retired.
Legitimately.
Honestly, before the way he retired too. It was honestly before, ever since he got traded. Thanks, Vaughn says perfect.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Dude, you want to know what I don't understand? What's going on is my like feed on X, for some reason, I'm on like Broncos Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, the amount of Broncos like posts that I see, are like Broncos related posts. I'm like, I see it more than like I see Bear stuff. I'm like, what is going on?
Really?
Why am I on Broncos Twitter? Yeah, the amount of like Bo Nix glaze is into like everywhere.
That is crazy because I have not seen like
I can't go on this right here. Like another Bo Nix post. I'm like, dude, I guarantee I'll see another one if I just keep scrolling.
That's crazy.
I don't know how I got on.
You must.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, just a few posts down, another Broncos post.
You know how they get you is because you must have liked like one thing about Bo Nix or like something that was said about the Broncos from 2-3 weeks ago. And slowly they have just put like one or two more into the mix, and you see something else that says something about like, you know what it is. I know exactly what it is. That probably happened. You probably liked a tweet about Bo Nix because you were talking about this like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago in an episode. You brought up Bo Nix and how you've been seeing him getting glazed and shit. And then Dov Kleiman or ML Football hit us with the top cornerback in the league, and you have been saying Pat Surtain. What about Pat Surtain? And your phone is listening, and you're slowly getting fed more and more Broncos shit.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, and you're probably occasionally like, even if you just like one more, it's like, all right, send him 5 more now.
Yeah, I don't want to see it, dude, because I'm so tired of it. Like, what the hell?
It's funny. I get that. I get that with baseball a lot. Sorry, guys, I'm still recovering from the suds. I get that with baseball a lot because I've been watching so many different games, and liking so many different posts that I get shit from. I got Diamondbacks Twitter. I got fucking obviously Cubs Twitter and Sox Twitter.
Yeah.
Dodgers Twitter, Yankees Twitter. I mean, I have like fucking 8 baseball teams that like legitimately are on my feed nonstop.
Dude, I swear to you, it's like I see more fucking Broncos posts than the Bears. I'm like, why am I
I don't see much Bear shit at all, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's a little slow right now, which is definitely odd. I mean, I see like
it's a good thing though.
That is
I like
a great
that.
thing.
I like that. I don't like when we're in the spotlight like we were last year.
Like the Broncos, dude. That's why I'm kind of weary on the Broncos. They're getting a lot of hype. A lot of hype.
That you're seeing, which is crazy because I haven't seen a single thing on No One Said a Word on my I've not seen Broncos anything in weeks.
Yeah, there's a lot, and it's definitely questionable. I'm just like, it's just scary to me because I'm like, maybe I was sent here for a reason. Elon was like, put this guy on Broncos Twitter so he can spread the word of, hey, relax, guys. I know how this goes. 2018. I've been there. I was you at one point. The wheels fell off pretty quick, guys. Just be careful.
This is like CJ Stroud year 2.
Yeah.
This is Broncos go 5-12.
Yeah, dude.
People figure them out.
It's
Defense
scary.
gets injured. They fall apart. Yeah. Javonte Williams was the glue. We're gonna figure that out.
I need to find this post because I actually think you're really gonna like this one. I think it was from 2 days ago. Damn it. So basically this guy put a list out of the top QB or like the quarterbacks rankings. Here we go. Henry McKenna. His QB power rankings. It's like a post.
Going into this year QB power rankings.
Yeah. So it doesn't have all of them. It says like scattered. Number 5, Jalen Hurts. Number 6, Jaden Daniels. Number 12, J.J. McCarthy. Number 21, Caleb Williams. Number 26, Aaron Rodgers.
They're scattered? Like
yeah, like
you were just reading.
Just the screenshot. It just like has like this, like how it has them. I'll show you guys for
That's
reference.
a fucking. You sure it's not an ML football post?
No, it's NFL on Fox. NFL on Fox literally put this out. He said, after Aaron Rodgers signing with the Steelers, where do all 32 QB stack up? Henry McKenna gave his ranking. It's literally the Fox Sports NFL page. Yeah, I think this has to be rage bait, right?
100%.
How the hell is J.J. McCarthy,
who's never played an NFL snap,
higher than Caleb Williams and Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, how is Aaron? Yeah, how is that's so?
How is Caleb Williams a 21th ranked QB in the league?
Yeah.
Did we not see his season last year? Granted, it wasn't anything stellar, but it also wasn't bad.
He got sacked 55 fucking times.
More than that.
Yeah, it was like 60 something.
Was it? It was either. Times? I wanted to say it was in the 70s.
No, I don't think it was that high.
It might be 68. How many times?
That number sounds right.
I typed in how many times. The first thing, how many times should I poop in a day? How many times was Caleb Williams sacked? 68.
68 times. He got sacked 68 times, and he still had a great season.
Yeah.
If he was sacked even 38 times only.
With no head coach, no offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, it was a joke. It's a clown show. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be. That's crazy that's not an ML football. That is an ML football style post.
Yeah, no kidding.
From a professional.
Maybe Henry McKenna is ML football. Maybe we just had a breakthrough.
Holy shit.
It all makes sense.
Oh my God, it's all coming together.
Yeah, right.
Or he is Dov Kleiman. One of the two. He's or he runs JPA football.
NFL rumors, NFL notifications.
NFL notifications. That's crazy. That's so fucking far off. It's retarded.
That's awful.
That's crazy.
God, dude, we're gonna get us flagged again.
Oh, sure. Nah, it'll be all right.
Yeah, we should be
far
enough for the show.
That's nuts. Who was number 2? Oh yeah, Jaden Daniels was 6, right?
Yeah, Jaden Daniels was 6. Jalen Hurts is number 5. Let me click the link. Give this guy a click and get him paid.
What's crazy is you can't even make an argument for that because you can't say, well, it's based off last year's stats and performances. Because then I could see maybe make an argument like the first 2 are right if you want to go off last year. Because okay, Eagles won the Super Bowl.
So
called Jalen Hurts the best quarterback in the league, and Jaden Daniels had an incredible, crazy rookie year. Call him the 6th best quarterback in the league.
Yeah,
whatever. But Caleb Williams ain't at 21 based off last year's stats and
dude.
performances, and Aaron Rodgers is still not. What do you say? 26?
Caleb Williams or Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is 26.
Aaron Rodgers is not the 26th best quarterback in the league last year.
So
like,
let me show you.
And JJ McCarthy didn't even play, so it doesn't make that argument out the window.
So I'll just give you his top 5. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Joe Burrow. Number 3, Josh Allen, the MVP. Number 4, Lamar Jackson, and then obviously, like I said, number 5 was Jalen Hurts.
I don't hate that top 5. The only thing I would probably switch around in honesty is like I would at this point, I know Burrow had a crazy year last year, but I still think like as a whole, Lamar Jackson just a more well-rounded player. Like he could throw for 4,000 plus yards, like we've seen, a shitload of touchdowns and no picks, and he could run for 1,000 yards. Like Joe Burrow's not running for 1,000 yards. He could throw for 5,000, but he ain't running for 1,000. And just
no,
it's a tough one. But and just what I guess Lamar really hasn't accomplished shit besides winning MVP either. But
twice.
Yeah, 2 times. Should have been 3.
Should have been 3.
Should have been 3. Kind of got robbed. That's why it's kind of criminal to me that he's down at 4 under Burrow.
They couldn't give it to him this year because of last year. It was like the same thing with Josh Allen this year. It's like, damn, you got the MVP and it really wasn't the best.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's really exactly. That is true. Yeah, because he really shouldn't have got it last year, but
yeah. Well, I guess now it would be
2 years ago,
2023.
Yeah, I hate this time frame of talking about football because when you say last year, it's like
this previous season, this most recent season.
Yeah.
I get it. Moving on though, obviously some big baseball news going on.
I've been seeing a lot of hate.
The bad man's gone. Andrew Vaughn.
Hate.
Shout out Silky Johnson. Andrew Vaughn's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. Obviously, he was down in AAA for the White Sox. And the White Sox said, you know what? See ya. So they get a deal done with the Brewers for Aaron Savale. I actually don't think that's bad. We actually, I think, got decent value in return.
Yeah, they need pitching. He's not great. He's not bad. He's like middle of the road. He's had some pretty good seasons.
Andrew Vaughn, bad.
Yeah.
Sucks. I saw one post, dude, and I should have screenshotted it.
It's probably the same one that I'm thinking about that I'm hoping I liked, and I don't think I did.
I need to actually try to find it because there was this guy absolutely shit on Andrew Vaughn.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Damn it.
I'm gonna try to find it. I'm gonna try to find it, dude. I need to. I really need to.
It was very funny. It was a very funny post, like
because it was basically like
you just completely cooked him.
He's like, was it the one who's like, did Andrew Vaughn?
At least he was a team leader.
No. Yeah, he's like, was he a team leader? No. Well, he's like, and he really wasn't a guy that you could look to, and
I bet
like, was he the hardest worker? Not really, but
I bet you if you just look up and if you search Andrew Vaughn, it'll probably come up because it's got to be.
I searched Andrew Vaughn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to find it
because it's got to definitely be one of like the highest.
I've been scrolling for a little bit, and I'm not finding it.
That's kind of nuts.
I'm gonna have to look up.
I feel like a fool.
I know, dude, and I'm like, dude, I should really like save this. Did I like it? Maybe. Let's see. No, I did not.
There's a big mix here. There's a lot of people. Like shitting on him, and then a lot of people also being like, "Good luck out there. Like, we wish you the best. We definitely rushed him up to the bigs way too fast. He was never going to succeed here. Good luck." And it's like,
no, ass. He's a 3rd overall pick, dude.
Man, yeah, that is a bummer. Why is that tweet not on? Like,
yeah, that really.
How does that get into my algorithm to get onto my feed? But then when I search it, I can't find it.
Dude, I literally can't escape it.
Like that doesn't
I
make
type
sense.
in Andrew Vaughn, and it's a Bo Nix post. There's a Bo Nix post on Andrew Vaughn. I can't escape it.
And you're saying his name so many times, you're just spinning yourself. You're gonna spin yourself out over this because this is like now you're gonna have 100 posts about all the Broncos shit.
Yeah, I can't find it. It's whatever. But Yeah, whatever. I wish I could remember the guy's page. I don't even remember the guy's page.
I know, me neither.
But either way, yeah, he's gone. See ya. Good riddance. Can't say you'll be missed. So that's pretty cool. That means Tim Elko is probably going to be staying up on in the bigs, which I love. It's great. It's awesome. And again, I think we got great value in return. We sent Andrew Vaughn in some cash considerations. Obviously, they don't disclose that right away, if at all. I don't really know. But hey, we got some help on the mound, and I don't hate that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Savali's career ERA average. I looked over. I mean, so far this year, he's only pitched 22 innings this year. He's got a 4.91 ERA.
Not great.
He's given up 5 homers. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, it's nowhere near like what and of course, go figure, because today is the fucking day it actually happened. I was gonna say nowhere near what the Cubs bullpen has been doing. Because I don't know if you've been seeing the stats on that.
They've been doing a lot better.
Bro, it's a fucking best in the league.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot better.
I think it's been like over 2 weeks now that they haven't allowed an earned run. Like their ERA since like, what was it? I think their ERA since like May 29th or some shit's like 0.89. It might have been after May 29th. I don't even know. Was the season started by then? May, yeah, duh, stupid. May, June. I don't know. I don't remember the date, but it's ridiculous. Their pitching's been awesome. And then go figure today they lose to the Pirates, and our bullpen is what gave up the 1 run. I'm like, are you kidding me? Go figure. Paul Skeens, though, pitch day. I did not get to see any of it because by the time I got home and showered and everything, I missed all the good stuff.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, he went 5 innings only, 4 hits, no earned runs, 5 strikeouts. I'm curious why he didn't go longer than 5 innings, considering he'd only given up 4 hits. And I turned it on in the top of the. I turned it on in the top of the 8th. It was still 0-0.
Probably trying to save his damn arm, dude.
I guess, but I don't know. That just seems like.
I mean, that poor guy is just like, again, he puts it all on the line every single game, and he's obviously nuts. He's insane, but.
Bad move by the Pirates too. In all honesty, I mean, if you're talking about a team that wants to bring like any type of hype to their organization, like you have Paul Skeens pitching today on a Friday in a fucking 120 game against Cade Horton, which I'm not shitting on Cade Horton, but like Matt Boyd's been pitching great for the Cubs. And you have Father's Day weekend this coming weekend. It's a division matchup.
Yeah.
Have him pitch. Like Paul Skeens should be pitching Saturday or Sunday to where people could watch it, not at 120 on a fucking Friday. That's just terrible.
I absolutely agree. I mean, they're probably just trying to get one on the Cubs.
I guess. I mean, they won. I mean, they did win, but it's like that would have been way more impressive if more people could have watched you guys win on Saturday.
Yeah.
I just think that's...
No, I absolutely agree. More people are going to be in attendance for a weekend game than a weekday game. An early afternoon weekday game, that is.
Yes. I thought this was crazy, just as crazy as the guy who posted this. So that catch that Denzel Clark had, that insane catch where he jumped the wall and robbed that home run. So apparently, according to, let's see if I can find the name of it here. Damn, I can't remember the name of like the metric here that they use to calculate like catch probability, and they track like feet per second and all that shit. That ball that Denzel Clark caught had a 95% catch probability, they said. According to their metrics, he had a 95% chance to catch that. What fucking world do we live in?
Yeah, that's a little crazy. I guess maybe it wasn't that extravagant of a catch as we thought.
No, it absolutely was. This guy goes, I've checked, because at first he goes, 95% catch probability, the math ain't mathin'. He's like, maybe it's just not updated yet. And then he goes, I've checked, and the numbers are indeed not updated, which tells me they actually believe their metric is fair and complete. I will at no point ever reference the catch probability with any seriousness ever again. pretty embarrassing, to be honest. If you have to preface the metric with, if you ignore the fact that the metric doesn't factor in X and also Y and sometimes Z can change things, well, your metric sucks. And it's like, yeah, that is the truth. And that goes into like all the shit we've talked about, like the useless stats. And that's what, like, catch probability.
Baseball has most of them, dude.
Yeah, like the whole catch probability thing. That is one of those stats that is truly fucking useless.
And stupid records.
Yeah, and I did see some, and you know, of course, the Cubs are going to retweet it, as a, you know, their social media team would have to try and whatever. But some chick like tweeted to the social media team of the Cubs that Pete Crow Armstrong, the home run he hit last night was like 3.81 feet above the plate. And then a home run that he hit earlier this year was like 0.86 feet above the plate. So that's the first time in MLB StatCast era that a player has ever hit a home run that low above the plate and also that high above the plate in the same season. And I'm like, that is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever read in my life. Get rid of social media. What are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your life? That is the shit you're figuring out and thinking that people need to know.
Dude.
Like, I was so mad reading that, and I'm like,
I can't do it. I can't do it. These stats are getting out of hand, and we need to stop.
They are getting out of hand.
We need to stop. They need to be stopped.
They do need to stop. Do you know who else needs to be stopped? Angel Reese. I don't know if you've seen the latest on her.
No, I mean, I just know that she's not that good.
She's trash. Like, actually trash. It's embarrassingly bad. She has more career rebounds than she does points right now.
Yeah, it's really tough, dude. Like, I mean, yeah, she's kind of just like drawing attention to herself for all the wrong reasons. Like, dude, maybe if you just like
be better.
Yeah,
focus on your game.
Yeah, focus on your game and just stop like trying to like set a precedent. Like push an agenda. Really, you know. I'm not getting political. I'm not a political podcast.
No, it's not about being political. It's just like she's an idiot.
It's just like, dude, like, no one would hate on you if you were just like, shut up. Like, I mean, kind of like, it's kind of a way to put it. Just like, dude, listen, like, no one has a problem with you. The problem is that like you could just keep running your mouth and you're not good. Like, you're kind of taking it more just like, in my eyes, this is my opinion, you're acting more like, about it like, kind of trying to make a show out of it. And granted, sports are a show. They're a spectacle. But it's like, dude, you are going just like all the wrong way about it.
Yeah, well, she ran her mouth way too much, way too early on about being as good as she is and all this and that. And, you know, she has moments where she's looked good.
Yeah, she definitely has. I mean, when at LSU, I mean, remember the whole thing with that was when the beef with Kate and Clark started, and like.
But now she's in the WNBA, playing against real women.
Yeah, pros like pros. You're in the pros.
Yeah, she just gets bodied and she sucks. She can't shoot. She shoots terrible from within 2 feet of the rim, and that's her specialty. And then she gets her own rebounds 50 times a game. So she has, again, more rebounds. Last I looked, which was a few days ago, 548 career rebounds and 543 career points.
I did see that same post. Yeah,
that is an absurd stat.
Yeah, it's insane, dude.
That's crazy considering you're gonna call that person one of the best players in the league, and she just wins the Sportswoman of the Year at fucking BET Awards, which is crazy. All outside of that, what you were saying, basically, yeah, like get your head, just focus on the game and stop running your mouth on social media and everything. Yeah. So she recently just said, what NBA legend her game was most closely resembles.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah. She says Michael Jordan without hesitation. I modeled my game after him as a kid. I used to mimic everything he did on the court, both offensively and defensively. We're very similar players.
Yeah,
that is so, you are so out of touch.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of crazy. Like, again, no one would have a problem with it if you just focus on your game.
Just get better.
Yeah, it's all it takes. And it's like, dude, just someone needs to tell her honestly too in the building. Like, just be like, hey, listen, we're like your biggest supporters. Obviously, you play for our team.
Yeah.
But it's like, you need to just shut up and kind of like just go hit the court. Like, come on, please.
Practice.
Yeah,
just practice.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's so crazy.
And I'm gonna go out there and say this because I did see this tweet, so I'm not gonna take credit for it, but I 100% agree. And this is exactly this person hit the nail on the head. For a couple of years now, mostly the last year, year and a half since Caitlin Clark and her got drafted, the WNBA has drawn a lot of attention.
Yeah, 100%.
And we know it's because of Caitlin Clark, obviously.
Yeah.
The fucking viewership went down 50% this entire last, 2-3 weeks that she's been injured.
Yes, I've seen
Not
that.
a coincidence. We know who fucking runs the WNBA. But the point being is, they always talk about, we want to be paid like NBA players. We want to be treated like NBA players. They always say this. And again, this isn't about being, political.
The money's not there.
But the thing, even outside the money, is, what also comes with the territory of being treated. You want to be treated like a guy? Be prepared for every single thing you do to be torn apart.
Oh, yeah.
On social media.
Yeah,
and
dude.
everything you say, you're going to be fucking clowned. You're going to get memed nonstop.
The internet's ruthless,
This
dude.
is how we treat Jalen Hurts. It's how we treat Patrick Mahomes and Travis
Yeah.
Kelce and fucking Taylor Swift and every other single person in the world that is
People are
that.
just waiting. They're just
Yes.
waiting for you to slip up.
Yes.
Because as soon as you slip up, they're going to be like, this is your GOAT? Oh,
Yeah.
this is the best quarterback in the league? This guy fucking stinks.
Exactly.
This guy sucks.
You get 6 Super Bowls, don't matter. You can keep talking. People will talk shit endlessly. So you wanted this.
People will find anything to knock you down. I mean, Brady.
Dude.
Brady 7 Super Bowls. Well, Tom Brady.
Deflate gate.
Yeah, deflate. He had to cheat.
Yeah.
He had the best defense
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah,
It's
it's funny, but this is what you wanted. You guys
Yeah.
wanted this. You're getting it.
Yeah.
You want to be the face of the league. You want to show your fucking. All right, get ready for it because
Yeah,
it's coming. The men are
ruthless, dude.
coming to fucking tell you what you're doing wrong. you don't.
It's so ruthless. Yeah, the internet is not a nice place.
It's not. It's definitely
It's
not.
truly not.
And you shouldn't be reading the comments. And if you're that person,
Yeah, if you are
her,
a professional athlete,
Yeah.
honestly,
stay off. Fucking don't read them.
just stay out of the just
Yeah.
turn your comments off, or
Yes.
honestly, just don't have social media. It's best for your mental health.
100%. But I did think it was funny because this was very funny. She tweeted out on October 22nd of 2024, Angel Reese tweeted, "They hate you online, but love you in person." And then she quote tweeted it. This was from a day ago now. She quote tweeted it and said, "Exactly." And some guy commented on it and said, "She rebounded her own tweet." And I'm like, everything is perfect. Keep it you're just everything you're doing is wrong. Just like you said, just stop with social media completely.
Just stop. Just please stop. You just gotta focus on your game, dude.
Yeah.
It's it's just not good.
It's embarrassing.
And the whole thing I just saw right now, actually, when I was scrolling, that's when I saw when she said she modeled her game after Jordan. Someone quote tweeted it and said Michael Jordan should sue her for defamation.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's nuts.
It's just really brutal. It's not good. And
Yeah.
it's just not good. It's not.
And I will say this, because this kind of got to jump back into something here, because this is so funny. And just speaking of how brutal social media is, and how you can, no matter what you do, you can get unwanted attention, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Tyrese Halliburton. We talked about this last episode. His nickname being the Halliban.
Yeah.
Have you seen the coincidences that have been happening with this? You've
Oh.
seen anything on it that people started watching? So I'm sure it could have been staged. Some guy on YouTube TV took a screenshot of his thing, and during Wednesday's Pacers game, the next thing over on the recommended watches was an Osama bin Laden documentary.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I've seen that.
So
Yeah,
maybe
I saw
that's
that.
staged. But if even still, someone watched that documentary, and in the documentary, they're talking about when they have drone footage of Osama bin Laden walking back and
They
forth
call
in
him
his
the
garden,
Pacer?
and they're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, we called him the Pacer." And it's we are in a fucking simulation.
Yeah.
We're truly in a, there's no way someone knew that and then started calling him the Halliban. The nickname happened first.
Yeah.
And then now it's how could anything work out more perfectly?
It was. I actually saw something else today too. With all the stuff going on, Israel and Iran and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was a picture of a newscasting. It's just a picture of the Pope, and someone's. It's always dude, just wait till what comes up at 4 seconds. It was just the Pope, a picture of the Pope, and then next to it, it was the White Sox logo, because they're talking about how he's wore the
my
White Sox
God.
hat, everyone's like, yeah, there's a war going on, and then it's just like the White Sox.
Bad branding.
Yeah,
That's terrible branding. Oh my god.
Everyone's like, yeah, we just can't catch a break.
Yeah, that is so fucking bad. That's really bad. But it's so funny, the whole Halaban thing. And
Yeah.
like that, it was really funny too. We were at the game, right? And this is how you know everybody actually doesn't give a shit about that. Like if people who say or worry about being offensive. I was Stephanie went to the bathroom and it was like right after Hallie just hit a big fucking shot. And I turned around and these guys were like going back and forth and I'm like, you fucking boys know what it is. I'm like, it's the Halaban. It's the fucking Halaban. And these guys are like, oh, he gets it. And they're like, we're all laughing and shit, cracking up. He's like, I can't. He's like, fuck yeah, it is the Halaban. And then this guy who was right in front of me turns around and he looks at me like stone face and he goes, I'm Middle Eastern. And before I said it, I'm like, dude, fuck them trying to get rid of that nickname. And the guy's like, yeah, they can't change that shit. It's already set in stone, dude. He is the Halaban. And then the guy in front of me turns around and he goes, I'm Middle Eastern, and I fucking love that nickname. And I'm like, hell yeah. And then he fist bumps me. It was so sick, dude. I'm like, that is awesome. And then I heard the other official nickname for him, well, unofficial nickname for him from the other guy behind me. He goes, oh, he probably knows the other one then too. And I'm like, I don't. And he goes, it's the Holocaust, baby. I'm like, holy shit.
Oh,
I'm like, we might have found the line.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
That's pretty brutal.
It's so funny though. Like, God, it's like sports are just amazing for that type of shit. And like Tyrese Halliburton never said or did anything to deserve that. Like,
No, I mean, it's just like, again, it's just the internet.
yeah, and if you are someone like Tyrese Halliburton, might not like that. The same way Connor McDavid. I mean, the guy's the best player in hockey right now, and he is like a staunch religious person.
Oh,
I don't know.
Jesus.
I don't know if he's Christian or Catholic, what he is, but
Yeah.
he's super religious. He hates being called McJesus. He finds it offensive.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not. Don't compare me to Jesus Christ. That's not.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do. And people are like, you're McJesus. I'm sorry. It's what you do.
Yeah.
You are McJesus. You cannot change that. And
It's
it's
like,
like,
sorry, bud. I mean, it's just like, that's what they call you.
yeah, exactly. So if you're Angel Reese and you're going out there and you're putting up 4 points a game, and you're saying dumb shit,
Yeah.
just get ready. You're gonna
yeah.
be catching. You're gonna be catching it from all angles.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
So funny. Oh my God. CBS talking about like that guy too. It reminded me when you mentioned that guy that put the QB rating thing
Oh,
up,
God.
and you're like, this is a real reporter putting this out. CBS like a week ago, I think it was CBS at like WNBA posted an Angel Reese thing, and they're like, Angel Reese makes it look easy. And it was like it was a highlight. I'm gonna put that in quotes. It was a highlight of her just running down court and doing a layup. And in that video, that was 2 of the 4 points she had in the entire game, and it was in the first minute and a half of the game.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, something like this has to be a troll post.
Yeah.
It was a fucking wide open, just jog down the court layup, and like it's like they're trying so hard.
I want to bring this up too. Just say, on the lighter side of sports and like letting, these are real people too.
Yeah.
The Justin Turner thing.
Oh yeah,
Did you see that?
I missed it because I was watching hockey last night, so I missed happening live, but I've seen it all over Twitter.
Yeah, it's honestly pretty funny because it's like, I bet you Marquis really regrets the zooming in of the camera.
Yeah, and it was so funny that fucking like Boog and JD, like they showed that and then they just like panned back to the picture and it was just like silent for a minute. Like Boog and JD didn't say a fucking word. It was quiet because it's like, yeah, what do
Justin
you?
Turner has like for those who haven't seen the video, he has like a fake pair of testicles, and he's like sitting there. He's like jumping and like sitting there bouncing.
On his defense, he's down in the tunnel.
Yeah, he is down in the tunnel, and I'm pretty sure it's Seiya.
Yeah, it was Seiya
Yeah,
Suzuki,
Seiya's like
yeah.
looking, like hyping him up too.
Yeah, he was doing some fucking goofy shit beforehand. Yeah, I think.
So the camera like slowly like pans over and like zooms in, and you could see like the fake nuts that he has.
That's so funny.
I don't know if. I wish we had a better camera. This is where we're gonna drop it. That you guys need to like, share, comment, sub, and buy some merch. Hit us up for buying merch, so we can get a better camera, so you guys can see the things that I'm trying to show. Because obviously this one's not that good, but I'm gonna try. So yeah, it really sucks. It's really not great, but you can see obviously shaking the fake testicles. It's awesome. It's really good.
That is so funny.
It's great. It's really great.
That is a lighter side of sports.
It is, dude. It's just like that's like the kind of funny thing, and that's another reason why probably why the Cubs are so good. That chemistry in that locker room is great. That's what again, like we've said, honestly, going back to like our first or second episodes, dude. It's more like you got to have good chemistry. Even if you guys aren't that good, it's just like if you guys are all boys and just get along, it helps. It really helps.
Yeah, I mean, it is ironic that you say that on a day that they just lost to one of the more bad teams in baseball.
Dude, it's also baseball.
But yeah,
anything can happen.
You can't fucking winning a series is a good thing. Like you take 2 or 3, you're good. You're not going to sweep everybody, even if they're bad. Which is also shout out the Rockies just got their first walk off the other day against the Giants, who are top 5 team in baseball.
Yeah.
So anything can happen. They got their 13th win against a team who already has, I think, 40 wins at the time. I believe they were 40 and.
Anything can happen, guys. It's baseball. It's baseball.
Yeah, it's insane. The energy in that video when they showed them hit that walk off and like the way that those guys reacted, like
they
the
were
Rockies.
Hyped. Yeah.
You know how that had to feel like because again with social media and everything else, you don't think those guys see all the shit that we are all saying of them.
It's just
constantly.
better to just stay off.
But no one does. I mean, no one stays off. So, like they're seeing all the shit about how bad the Rockies. I mean, just
they probably can't even listen to the radio or watch the local news because it's just like, well, they're ass.
Yeah, everything is talking about. What do you think do you think the problem has got to be the locker room, the this, the that, and people are like, dude, you're not in here, you don't know, and it's like, man, it's just that would be so hard to like brutal. Deal with, and for them to get that win, especially over a really good team like that, that's got to be the ultimate hype moment. That is the World Series for them this year.
No, yeah,
that was their World Series moment. Although I do want to throw this in there, really quick. Didn't this happen at the Sox last year, where they had like a crazy game that they like came back and won, and it was like they were playing really terrible, and it was like, oh wow, they're fucking, hey, maybe they could fucking get some wins here. I think what about they beat the shit out of the Yankees?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone in their right mind.
Not that they're going to turn their season around, but like that they're not going to end up with only 30 wins.
No, I think people still expected that.
I don't know. It sure feels like when that moment happens, it's like, dude. Hey.
No, I get it though. Honestly, that's like a great it was like a dog food commercial that they were showing last year in football, when it's like he was a ref and he was like listening to the radio driving home. It's like raining and they're like, he blew it. He costed them the game with this one bad call. The guy's like sitting there all depressed, and he gets home and sees his dog. And he's like, the dog cheers him up after he feeds them and all that.
Yeah. I'm
like, yeah, honestly, dude, that's so real. Because think about how many players, officials, and all that are just like, damn, I really fucked up. Like, this sucks.
Especially
like, people hate me.
Especially when you know you're trying hard.
Yeah.
Like you're trying hard. And sometimes you're just like, so other people get the best of you.
Human error exists.
Yeah, human error exists. You're just not having your best night. Like, shit just goes wrong. Like, not everybody wakes up every day feeling $1 million.
Yeah.
Like, everyone has bad days. And it's so funny to think, like, yeah, those guys are going home and have to sit and, like, look at open fucking social media and be like, dude, this is the laziest. Get him off the team. He's such a lazy piece of shit. He's worthless. Fuck this guy. We should have never drafted him and blah, blah. And you just see it nonstop. Like,
yeah.
Man.
Speaking of which, actually, real quick, we'll finish on this. Shamar Stewart is no longer showing up to anything Bengals related.
Yeah, I don't blame him. They're kind of dicking him over.
Yeah. So people are like, what does this mean? It's like, does this mean the Giants can get him? Or like, people are like just sitting there like, does this mean he's up for grabs? Or how does it work? Like, could he just... So I read something that he could just opt out.
He could opt out and go into next year's draft.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he hasn't signed a contract at all. That's the biggest thing. Because they're trying... So really what they're doing is they're trying to put like some type of clause in their contract to like not have to... It's something to do with like his bonus money and shit. And it's never really been done before. And that's like what his agent has been basically fighting with the team over. They're like, we're not going to be the guinea pig. Like, you didn't just draft this guy. And you're not making him.
He's a first-round pick too.
Yeah, like, exactly.
It's not like it's just some like, like, hey, you're a fifth round. You were a fifth rounder, dude. Like,
yeah, I'm sure a fifth rounder probably wouldn't have it. Does he probably be like, okay,
yeah, I'm gonna take what I can get. I'm just trying to make the team.
Yeah, exactly. Just give me the money. But yeah,
it's brutal.
And AR is that's a not good situation. The shoulder thing's pretty serious, apparently.
Is he? Okay, so I'd seen two things. I heard that it was serious. Then I heard from someone else that it's not going to need surgery.
Okay, well then I don't know.
I don't know.
guess
Yeah, I don't know
that's-
either. It's I haven't really looked into it too much. It's again just like scrolling and seeing posts. I'm like, yeah, really don't care. Guy sucks. Couldn't have told you that, but
I guess all that matters. I mean, if you watched, I mean, he must be fine because if you watch that Dov Kleiman video he posted, I mean, you really see how the guy can't even throw a football and he's still on the field shaking his hips and shit. So I mean, you see the real true character of Anthony Richardson. His character is so strong, even though he tapped out of a game last year
because he was tired. He was tired.
Yeah. He was tired. Yeah, that's true.
Don't you get tired?
That is true. I was extremely tired today.
Yeah.
I still didn't tap out though.
Well, that's the mistake.
I get-
Anthony Richardson gets paid. He got paid like $25 million, dude, to play football.
That's true.
It's exhausting. He's got to play football.
Yeah, and work out.
Yeah, he's got
Watch
to work
what
out.
he eats.
Watch what he eats. He's got to
Remember stuff.
shitty raps.
Yeah, get shitty full piece back tattoos.
Yeah, it's dude.
That trend is so dumb. I'm sorry. I've not seen one now in like a week, but there was like a straight week and a half, 2 weeks where multiple people got full back tattoos.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
That's stupid.
I think it's really dumb. Yeah,
Like he got put under for 6 hours and they had 4 people tattooing his back. I'm like,
it's just corny, dude.
as somebody who I have no tattoos, I have 0 tattoos on my body, but I got like really into them. I'm not opposed to them. I just don't have a good enough idea for what I would want to put on my body permanently.
It's valid.
Justin has a bunch of tattoos, and that's like, so I've been going with him since he was 16 when he got his first one, and I've learned a lot about tattooing. Like one tattoo, like it is hard to find a really good tattoo artist, like an actual that where like their line work is perfect.
Yeah, especially if you're
They don't
fine line. It's like
yeah, they don't have like blowouts and like lettering, and it's extremely hard to find a good tattoo. What are the odds that all 4 fucking people working on your back piece are gonna be perfect?
I mean,
like,
I
is there
would
one
imagine-
guy that's not
No, I would imagine they're probably paying. They're paying a lot of money
for sure?
so they're gonna find the best of the best. They're not just gonna be like, hey, we're gonna go to like this random store, the place over here. We heard in Indy, this guy's pretty good.
No, definitely not. But I still think like it's kind of, it's like it'd be hard. Like basically, because like when you get a tattoo, you go and meet the guy. Like you go in there and you try and find someone who like fit their style, fits what you want.
Yeah.
And you have to find 4 people who fit the style of what you want on your back now. And then all 4 people have to be capable of doing the exact same line work. Because, like, it's not one guy who could, like, know. I don't know. It just seems like there's not a lot of room for error.
No, 100%.
Or there is a lot of room for error.
But yeah, it's a little. I mean, I've said it before. Like when I talked about Max Crosby, I'm like, because he was one of the ones that I can like really remember getting like a big thing, and it was being posted on social media when he got like his entire torso done, and I was like, it's just kind of corny.
Yeah,
it's kind of lame, especially like getting other dudes tattooed on you. It's kind of weird. It's like I got MLK, Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, my grandma. It's like okay, yeah, that's weird, but okay. I mean, you do you. If that's what you want, sure. I don't care, but me personally, I would never get anyone on me, honestly. Never.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody that I would like do their face.
Even if I find someone like very inspirational, I'm just like, I'm not gonna do that.
I guess it'd be kind of hard to like in my life, the people that I would think are like have been a big part of like my growing up and like everything, just my life, I guess in general.
Yeah.
I could kind of like pair them with something that they did. Like I would
Exactly.
like the Grateful Dead. Like I would get it'd be like a Dead logo. I wouldn't get Jerry Garcia's face on me, or like Fish.
Jerry Garcia, maybe.
Fuck Ben and Jerry's. I would get a Fish logo, not a Trey Anastasio tattoo. Like there's a million different. But like for Martin Luther King, what do you get? What do you get to represent Martin Luther King on your body?
I would just get like get a quote.
And even like
a lot of good quotes.
Even like yeah, that's true. Yeah, but that's kind of girly.
What's worse?
I know. Well, that's what I say. What's
his
worse,
face or the
tattooing?
quote?
But at least someone could be like, "Damn, that's actually dope." Fucking white dude's got Martin Luther King tattooed on his belly.
That's honestly the weirdest part to me.
And if it looks good, it's like, "Damn, that's sick." But
Yeah.
if you just have like some lettering, like a cursive quote, so like all men are. I was quoted the fucking Constitution. What's a dream of a day when no one is judged by like the color of their skin, nor their whatever, like whatever that quote is. Like, if you
I mean,
got
I'd
that,
probably
and,
just be like, I have a dream. I wouldn't get the entire thing.
that seems like yeah, that would work, I guess. I have a dream. It's just like so vague. It's just like for Muhammad Ali too. Like, what do you just get like a boxing glove tattooed on you? People are like,
I'll show you how great I am.
What?
That's kind of fire. I'll show you how great I am.
Oh, I mean,
It's kind of fire.
Yeah,
It's a lot better than his face.
I don't know. I guess you could go with all quotes, but then then you have an entire book on you.
You get it at different spots.
You do go get a full. That's like that'd be so funny. That would be a funny thing to do. Get an
And I
entire
also-
book page tattooed on you.
I really love the Raven. It just says nevermore 20 times.
Green. I do not like green eggs and ham. Oh, that'd be so funny.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue
Yeah,
fish.
that'd be fucking funny.
That'd be good. But yeah, I gotta get going.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got a dinner thing to go to. Oh shit, where's it at?
Tavern on me.
Oh yeah, you said this.
It's fine though.
God, never
He just texted me. He said, "Hey, run a little late. Won't be there till 5:50."
Shocker, dude. He's always fucking running late. The guy can never get his shit together. I don't even know who it is, but
Yeah, you got what thing coming. You're paying the bill now.
yeah, I could read him like a book.
But alrighty, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow,
Comment.
comment. Again, get some interaction going. Reach out if you want some merch, because I'm pretty sure everyone who listens knows us. And if you don't, just drop a comment, and we'll reach out to you. And yeah, we'll figure it out. And as always, guys, thank you for listening. We'll see you on the next one.
Pacers money line tonight. Hanks.